Hello everyone and welcome to Tipsy, where we actually provide you with top predictions based on a lot of criterias. And you may actually wish to know how we actually get these predictions. Of course, we are now using our own best AI intelligent tool that actually analyzes matches based on a lot of criterias. After which we manually make these picks and go further to use third-party sites such as SofaScore and Bet Explorer to make sure that we check for the form of the team, the home and away performance of that team, as well as top scorers. And if this actually meets our need, then we actually come to share them with you. We can therefore say these predictions are over 90% accurate, and you can actually make your bet picks and analyze and include in your bet slip. Therefore, if you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for new post notifications and updates. So this is actually what we have for you today. Today, we actually have 10 plus matches to share with you, and you can as well check our handpick 2 plus odds from the website link below this video description. Also, as a quick reminder, please do not include all of these games in one slip. Always make sure to separate these matches in a group of 4 and maximum 5 matches per slip so as to increase your chances of winning. So that being said, the first match in our list is actually in the New Zealand National League Women. It's actually a match between Central Football playing versus Eastern Suburb. Here, if we look at the standing table already, you can see that Eastern Suburb is the best in these standings. They have actually played 9 games, scoring 37 goals and conceding 8 as compared to its opponent, Central Football Women. That is actually the last in its table. They have actually played 9 games, scoring 8 goals and conceding 45. In other words, they are very conceding. If we look at the form between these two, you can see that Eastern Suburb has the best form, having played 5 games, win all the 5 with 16 goals, conceding 4, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 5, scoring just 8 and conceding up to 22. If we look at the performance rate of Central Women, they are very poor and so highly conceding. You can see they conceive a lot of goals as compared to its opponent that is very offensive. Here, if we look at the head-to-head match between these two, they have actually met this year, and you can see that Eastern Suburb played home and it beat Central Football Women 8-0. Therefore, our prediction here is an over 1.5 goal as one of the possibilities, and over 2.5 goal as the second possibility, and Eastern Suburb to actually win as the third possibilities. So the next in our list is actually in the Aruba Division de Honor, actually a match between SV Caravel playing versus Racing Club Aruba. Here, if we look at the standings, you can see that Racing Club Aruba is the second in the standings, having played 7 matches, scoring 23 goals and conceding 8 as compared to its opponent Caravel that has played 7, scoring 6 goals and conceding up to 24. Now, if we check the form, you can see that, of course, Racing Club is the best in its form, having played 5 games, scoring 18 goals and conceding 4 as compared to its opponent that has played 5, scoring 4 and conceding up to 19. You can see that the performance rate of Caravel is very poor as compared to Racing Club that is very offensive. Now, if we look at the head-to-head, you can see that from here, they have recently met this same here. You can see that Racing Club actually beat Caravel 9-0. That is more goals. So in this game, we're actually expecting an over 1.5 goal as one of the possibility, and over 2.5 goal as the second possibility, or we have the Racing Club to win as the third possibility. The next in our list is actually in the New Zealand National League Women. It is actually a match between Capital Football playing versus Northern Rovers. If we look at the performance rate with this table here, we can see that Northern Rovers Women actually has a better standings as compared to its opponent. They have actually played 9 games, scoring 27 goals and conceding 15, as compared to its opponent, Capital Football Women, that has actually played 9, scoring 11 and conceding 25. If we look at the performance rate of Capital Football Women, they are average and poor and as compared to Northern Rovers. Now, if we look at the head-to-head between these two, You can see that they have actually met the same here. Northern Rovers played home and it beat Capital Football Women 5-0. That's an over. So here in this match, we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal as one of the possibility and an over 2.5 goal as the second possibilities. The next in our list is actually in the China Superliga. It is actually a match between Shandong Luneng playing versus Hebei FC. Here, if we look at the standing here, we can see that Shandong Dashan actually is the second in these standings. They have actually played 24 games, scoring 56 goals, conceding 19, as compared to its opponent Hebei that has played 24, scoring 12 and conceding up to 78. They are very conceding. We now look at the form of these two. We can see that, of course, Shandong is actually the best, having played 5 games as in his form, scoring 15 goals, conceding 5, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 5, scoring only 1 goal and conceding up to 18. Now, if we look at the performance rate of Shandong, they are really good as compared to Hebei that is very poor and conceding. Now, if we look at the head-to-head between these two, you can see that they have actually met this year. And of course, it actually ends at 7-0. That's so many goals. So here again, we are still expecting goals to occur in this match as 1.5 goal as one of the possibility. Second possibility as an over 2.5 goals. And the third possibility is Shandong Luneng, that's the home team, to beat Hebei. The next in our list is actually in the Czech Republic under 19 league. It's actually a match between FC Jovka Brno playing versus MFK Karviná. Here, if we look at the standings, we'll scroll down and check the standings. Let's give it a wait while this plays. Okay, so the standing table, we can see that Brno under 19 is the best here, having played 14 games, scoring 30 goals, conceding 14, as compared to its opponent Karviná that has played 14, scoring 25 goals and conceding 37. If we look at the form, we can see that Brno has a better form and the best. They have actually played 5 games, scoring 12, conceding 2, as compared to its opponent. This time, if we look at the performance rate of Brno, they are really good as compared to Karviná. So if we now check the head-to-head, we can see that they have actually met once this year. We recorded an over, that's 3-2, that's 5 goals. So of course, again here, we're actually expecting an over 1.5 goal as one of the possibility, as well as an over 2.5 goal as the next possibility. The next in our list is actually in the Germany under 19 Bundesliga. It's actually a match between Eintracht Trier playing versus Thun Hofen. Of course, this is the standing table here. Hofen under 19 have actually played 8 games, scoring 21 goals, conceding 19, as compared to its opponent that is the last of this table. They have actually played 7 games, scoring 4 goals and conceding 25. The form, if we compare the form of these two, of course, Hofen under 19, we can see that they have a better form, having played 5 games, 14 goals, conceding 10, as compared to its opponent that has conceded up to 18 goals with 5 matches. The performance rate of Eintracht is really conceding. They are too conceding as compared to Hofen that is over offensive. This time, if we look at the head-to-head, it was really far back, so we cannot use this. But according to our background check, we can actually tell you that an over 1.5 goal is very possible here, as well as an over 2.5 goal is expected. But to be on the safe side, an over 1.5 goal is the good chance, is the good pick to go for, because the most offensive team is actually going away. So the next in our list is actually in the Germany under 19 Bundesliga West. It's actually a match between FC Köln playing versus Brno. This time, if we look at the standing here, we have Köln under 19 as the best in this table. They have actually played 8 games, scoring 24 goals, conceding 7, as compared to Brno that has actually played, to Bona that has played 8, scoring 8 goals and conceding up to 13. So this time, the form of these two, Köln is still better in form, having played 5 games, scoring 12 goals, conceding 5, as compared to its opponent that has actually conceded 9 goals, playing 5 games. So this time, if we look at Köln, the performance is really good as compared to Bona. So this time, the head-to-head between these two, we can see that it was way far back. They actually recorded most of the time that they actually played, it has always ended as an over goals. So to go here for a safe pick is actually to go for an over 1.5 goal as one of the possibility here, or Köln to win as the next possibility. The next in our list is actually in the Hong Kong Premier League. It's actually a match between Hong Kong football team playing versus Kitche Sport Club. If we look at the standing table, we are going to see that Kiche actually has a better standings as compared to Hong Kong football team. If we look at the performance rate here on the table, we can see that Kiche has a better form, having played 4 games, scoring 20 goals and conceding 2, as compared to its opponent HKU23 that has played 3 matches, having no goals but conceding up to 15. From the performance rate, you can see that HKU23 is very weak as compared to Kiche, that is offensive. You can see Kiche 10, Kiche 7. Kiche, you can see they are really offensive here. Now, if we compare the head-to-head, we have 1 record games between these 2 teams, and it actually ended at 6-0. That's an over 1.5 as well as an over 2.5. So we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal to actually occur here as one of the possibility, as well as we also expect an over 2.5 goal to be possible in this game. The next in our list is actually in the Germany under-19 Bundesliga. It's actually a match between Hidden playing versus Fußball Club Shakhtar. So here, if we look at the standing, we have Shakhtar under-19 having a better stand. They have actually played 8 games, scoring 21 goals, conceding 7, as compared to its opponent Hidden under-19. That is the last of this table. Actually played 8 games, scoring just 10 and conceding up to 21. Shakhtar under-19 has a better form as compared to its opponent. This time, if we look at the performance rate of Hidden, they are actually very poor as compared to Shakhtar. So if we now look at the head-to-head, we can see that they have no head-to-head here, but according to the performance rate, Shakhtar has a better form, and we are expecting it to beat its opponent, or we expect an over 1.5 goal as the next possibility. The next in our list is actually in the Germany Oberliga Hamburg. It's actually a match between TuS Dassendorf playing versus FC Union Tunis. Here, if we look at the prediction from the standing here, we can see that Dassendorf actually is the third. They have actually played 17 games, scoring 50 goals, conceding 14, as compared to its opponent Tunis that has actually played 17, scoring 23 goals and conceding up to 34. If we look at the form, Dassendorf actually have a better form and the best in this table, having played 5 games, scoring 18 goals, conceding 2, as compared to its opponent that has played 5, scoring just 7 and conceding 6. Now, if we look at the performance rate of Dassendorf, they are really very great as compared to Toulouse, who is also average. So if we look at the head-to-head between these two, we can see that it was really far way back. And of course, most of the time they have met, we have recorded an over 1.5, over 2.5, and so on. So of course, here in this game, Dassendorf has the best form here. And of course, it's coming home. We're expecting an over 1.5 here as the first possibility. We're also expecting Dassendorf to win as the next possibility. The next in our list is actually in the Germany Oberliga Baden-Württemberg. It's actually a match between SV Stuttgart Kickers playing versus Freiburger FC. If we look at the standing here, we have Stuttgart Kickers as the best standing here, having played 16 matches, scoring up to 51 goals, conceding 7, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 16, scoring 13 and conceding 37. If we look at the form between these two, we can see that from the form table, we can see that, of course, Stuttgart Kicker has a better form. So the performance rate of Stuttgart actually will also tell you that they have a better performance rate as compared to Freiburger. This time, if we look at the head-to-head between these two, we are going to see that from the head-to-head, we can as well also tell you that we have no head-to-head here, of course, now, but according to the performance rate of Stuttgart Kickers, they are really, really good. Same way they are actually coming home, they are going to take that home chance. So we are actually expecting it to beat Freiburger, as well as we are expecting an over 1.5 goal here to be possible, and why not even an over 2.5. So, but to stay on the safe side, an over 1.5 goal is very good possibility, as well as Stuttgart Kickers to win. The next in our list is actually in the Germany Oberliga Bremen. It's actually a match between Vatan Sport playing versus Sportverein Werder Bremen. Here we look at the standing here. We have Vatan Bremen having played 11 games, scoring 27 goals, conceding 15, as compared to its opponent Werder Bremen that has played 11, scoring 15 and conceding up to 42. They are very conceding. This time, if we compare the form, we are going to see that Vatan has a better form with 5 games, 11 goals, conceding 12 as compared to its opponent that has played 5 and conceived up to 21 goals. So we will look at the performance rate of Vateng. They are good also as compared to Werder Bremen that have won few games, but they are very poor and conceiving. This time, if we look at the head-to-head, we can see that we have actually recorded 1 game play in this year, 2022, with Vateng being home, and it actually ended as 2-0. This time, Vateng now is still coming home with a better performance. So we are just here expecting it to beat its opponents, as well as we are expecting an over 1.5 goal here as the next possibility. The next in our list is actually in the Germany Oberliga, Rheinland PFALZ. It's actually a match between Scott Mainz playing versus Awele. Here, if we look at the standings, we have Scott Mainz as the second stand here, having played 13 games, scoring 41 goals, conceding 10, as compared to its opponent Awele that has actually played 13, scoring 11 goals and conceding up to 26. If we look at the form, we are going to see that from the form table, Scott Mainz is the third form, having played 5 games, scoring 9 and conceding 2, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 5, scoring 4 goals and conceding 10. This time, if we look at the performance rate of Scott Mainz, they are really good as compared to its opponent. So if we now look at the head-to-head between these two, we have actually recorded 1 game here. Scott Mainz played away, it beat its opponent 3-0. This time, Scott Mainz is coming home with a better performance, and of course, we expect it to beat its opponent, as well as an over 1.5 goal is very possible in this game. So please do not join all of this game in one sleep. Make sure to separate it in a group of 5 as maximum per sleep. So you can as well check our plus handpick 2 plus odds from the website link below this video description. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment and subscribe for new post notifications and updates, and see you again in our next episode. Bye bye.
And now I know my heart is a gold.